um, who we really are at the core, underneath all these sort of layers of ourselves or masks or false versions. It's like when everything comes crumbling down, like who are you at the soul level? And I feel like your person wants you to know that they're really sort of finding themselves right now. There's a lot about them finding their confidence and their strength as well. And I feel like they want you to know that maybe in the past they struggled with being confident, with being assertive, maybe in the connection or standing up for themselves. But we do have the Seven of Wands strength and the Knight of Wands. So this makes me feel like your person is really working on building their confidence. I feel like they really want to fight for this connection as well with the Seven of Wands and the Strength card. It's like there's a very like sort of victorious energies, and it's like your person wants to really I feel like stick up for this because I feel like they're realizing this connection is something that really means a lot to them, especially with this Five of Cups. They may be feeling very mournful and very lost without you in their life. If there is some sort of a separation between the two of you, the Five of Cups can represent a lot of disappointment, a lot of regret, just a really low feeling of a lot of sadness. There could be regret about this Five of Swords energy if there was some sort of conflict between the two of you, where maybe one or both of you, had to walk away, sort of disappointed in maybe each other or just the connection, how things are right now. So it's like I feel like your person is planning on returning to you, or maybe a bit of a pause right now with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords because they are having to. I feel like really I'm hearing they have to really face down with I'm hearing like inner opposition. So it's almost like there's this part of themselves that maybe tends to self-sabotage, or like their ego self tends to kind of cause problems maybe in your relationship, and right now they're really having to um I feel like I'm hearing like they need to like untangle their mind and really yeah, get to the bottom of things and really figure things out. So it's like they may have a lot of inner complexity, a lot of maybe childhood stuff that they're having to sort of unravel, because a lot of times if we have like you know, PTSD or something like that, or anxiety, like someone can trigger us and we think it's them that we have a problem with, but it's really that they're just sort of mirroring an issue that we're having inside of ourselves. And that can kind of cause us to jump to the conclusion that we don't like this person, even though maybe at the core we really do. It's more like there's some sort of a stress response. And then that's kind of what your person is doing, is like seeing beneath their like initial reactions to get to what's really going on with them is what I'm getting. Clarify the Tower, a message from pile one's person to pile one. Clarify the Tower. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, they may be really missing your warmth here, your nurturing energy with the Queen of Pentacles. So the Tower can represent, I feel like, even your person feeling maybe even thrown out of your life, thrown out of your tower is kind of what I'm getting, like with this lonely energy here. It's like they wish that they could almost maybe return to you, like return to the energy of just safety, um, feeling comfortable. I feel like they feel like you're very accepting of them. You have a really lovely energy. I feel like they feel very safe with you. So I'm almost getting that they feel sort of unsafe or just like very unstable in their life, whatever's going on with them right now. Clarify the Five of Cups. Message from pile one's person to pile one. Clarify the Five of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups. Message from pile one's person. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to return to you here with the Three of Cups. It's definitely a reunion or a reconciliation. For some of you, it could be even if this Five of Swords energy is very, complex. It might not be that your person is quite ready to maybe rush in and like completely be vulnerable with their feelings and confess love and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like they definitely do want to reunite with you, but they might bring more the energy of friendship, like initially, maybe just to sort of test the water. So it's almost like maybe they want to send you a message of just like catching up with you, like how are you, but it's really because they do really miss you a lot, but it may be that they feel more comfortable reaching out to you in a friendlier way at first. But yeah, they miss your friendship. They miss just the connection here. Definitely, they're really missing you. I feel like even if there's a strong romantic connection, I feel like between you, the friendship is also really important to them. So if you're just completely out of their life, for some of you, it's like they're really missing your companionship quite a lot. And yeah, they want to work on your relationship here with the Eight of Pentacles. They want to put in the effort to, I feel like, rebuild your connection. Um, let's see. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. A message from Pile One's person to Pile One. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Message from Pile One's person. Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so yeah, definitely a lot of two energy, a lot of planning, a lot of crossroads, a lot of decisions. But I feel like your person is planning, I feel like, to reunite with you here with the Four of Wands. That's definitely, it's like there's a lot about stability. Interesting, because there's this instability that I feel like your person is currently sitting in their life. Um, right now it's like it kind of feels like their life is falling apart is what I'm getting. They're kind of at a bit of a rock bottom energy. And it's like when they think about you, it's all about this energy of, like, again, the Queen of Pentacles, the home, the Three of Cups, happiness. They may be very unhappy in their life right now is something I'm getting. But yeah, they're planning their next steps to, I feel like, come back to you. And maybe with this Two of Pentacles, they're having to release things, release people, that may be preventing them from taking those steps to come towards you. That maybe what they're having to sort out is maybe karmic energy for some of you. But the Eight of Wands, again, they're feeling this pull to you. There's this pull to come towards you. This just a sudden rush of passion, a lot of communication energy as well. And the Nine of Wands, and this is all about resilience. It's like no matter how things are right now, what's going on, maybe how long it's been since you've spoken to your person or really connected with them. Um, it's like they still have it in them to fight for this. Really, this is what I'm seeing is like they really aren't giving up. With this Four of Wands energy, it's like they may even see you as their. I feel like I'm hearing with their ideal future spouse or long-term partner. That can definitely represent, coming together in a legal marriage even. And it's like this is just so important to them that it's like they really don't want to give this up, even if there are challenges and obstacles between the two of you. Let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. All right, clarify the Five of Swords. A love message from Pile One's person to Pile One. Clarify the Five of Swords. Temperance, the Chariot. Okay, so there's so much, yeah, there's balance and healing going on for them for sure. So, I feel like they're still healing from whatever conflict this was. This could also represent inner conflict. I mean, usually outer conflict is kind of a manifestation of our inner conflict anyway, but yeah, there's healing of, I'm getting there's two sides to this person. Like I was picking up earlier, like one side, has always, I feel like, felt the connection with you and has always felt pulled to you, but then there is definitely another side I'm hearing that is like easily swayed by outside forces. So that could be like outside opinions or maybe very impulsive with their emotions. And it's like they're having to temper that and heal that because I feel like the side of themselves that was more impulsive and more, I'm hearing like irrational and again, more like dependent on external forces for like approval and stuff like that. That was what was causing a lot of issues in your relationship. But they're balancing this out now. And with the Chariot, like I'm determined to pursue what I know is meant for me. So with the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, like there's so much energy that like there is this pause right now where they're working on themselves, but it's like in their mind, intuitively, and like in their heart, they just really want to move towards you. And also I feel like they want peace and balance in your connection here. This may even be for some of you almost getting like the energy of an apology for some of you, if that makes sense for your connection. But it's like they want peace here. They don't like this conflict energy. They don't like any feelings of tension or sort of weirdness between the two of you. It's like making them very uncomfortable. Like they feel like they want to reach out. They want to take some sort of action to make the energy between the two of you guys feel really good again. Like they miss the times where it felt really tranquil and balanced and happy and harmonious with you. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like with the Four of Wands, Temperance, it's like they want that harmony, they want that union energy with you. All right, love message from Paul One's person to Paul One, please. Love message from Paul One's person to Paul One, please. Oops. We have release your ex. Interesting. So that's kind of this tower energy. So there may be a sort of a third energy in this connection. That doesn't just have to be romantically. Um, it's like anything karmatic or karmic or negative that is sort of causing this person like, yeah, like this sort of mental anguish, almost like a headache here. It's like they know there's something that needs to be released in order to come to you, and that literally could just be something internal, like an internal blockage. So they are clearing their energy. That makes a lot of sense with the tower. Um, so that's good news. I've love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. A love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. Love message from Paul One's person to Paul One, please. All right. This one says, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, yeah, they do feel that you are their soulmate. I feel like they are calling you in. They want to manifest you in their life. So I feel like they're definitely praying, maybe even for angelic assistance, divine help to maybe find themselves, to heal, to work this connection out with you. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yeah, you really light this person up with that strength energy. This is a very passionate connection as well. A lot of desire, that Leo energy, very strong sort of animal magnetism that you guys have. And I feel like that's part of why they just know you're their soulmate, is because this passion that they have for you is just so heightened. I'm hearing like even in separation or quiet times, it's like there's this unyielding desire. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Well, that totally makes sense with the Temperance and the Five of Swords. They want to forgive themselves. They want you to forgive them as well, I feel like. And they want to learn from whatever caused any issues. I'm hearing distrust in your connection. They want to learn from those things. And they want to experience more love in their present moments. It's like they want to bring the love, the joy, the harmony back. They want to bring the passion back to this connection. It's like they're feeling very cold here with this Five of Cups, very miserable, looking at their spilled cups, looking at, where things went wrong, wishing that they could maybe go back. It's kind of that Five of Cups is very much like spilled milk sort of energy. This just flew over. I'll use those as your guidance cards since they wanted to come over here. Crying over spilled milk. It's like, feeling very foolish, either maybe. I'm hearing like they're feeling rotten. It's almost like they feel like there's a part of themselves that is rotten. So that could be their toxicity, part of that's having to be released right now. All right. Love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. A love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. We have a river of blessing, releasing constraints. Look at this, you guys. Release coming out twice. Releasing constraints. They're freeing themselves from something, definitely. So it could be external or internal, but that's awesome. And it's like, yeah, they're ready to like open up to the river of blessings. And I feel like that's like what this connection is for them. That's what you are to them. A love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. A love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. We have friendship, support, fun, unity, and play. And look at that with the Three of Cups, the friendship card. So that's what I was picking up, is they really want the unity, they want the fun, they want the good times back here. It was definitely, again, does not mean this is just a friendship connection, but in all relationships, I feel like especially romantic, it's great to have a super strong friendship, because that does help to get you through the harder times. And I mean, if you're going to spend your life with somebody, I hope you're friends. I hope you guys can laugh and have a good time with each other, besides all the romantic stuff. So yeah, they want the good energy back with you. A love message from Paul One's person to Paul One. A love message from Paul One's person. And look at that, opening heart, deep connections, and water blessings. So it's like, yeah, they want to open their heart to you. Look at that with the passion. Look at that. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I feel like this is about, I feel like, more loving communication, because it's like this person may have been very closed off to you at one point. That could have even led to difficulties in the connection. Maybe your person was very closed off, had a blocked heart chakra or something like that. So it's like right now they're really learning to feel into their emotions, and it's like when they feel into their emotions, they just know this is such a deep connection that they have with you. Again, this soulmate energy. It's like I'm hearing that they can't let you go. And it doesn't make sense to let you go. It's like they know that this is something very important, very significant to them. All right, now let's get some actual messages from them. Hold on. That's beautiful to see, though. I feel like with this card especially, this is very divine feminine sort of energy. So I feel like that's what they're integrating right now. Reminds me sort of the Temperance energy as well. Very watery, sensitive, dreamy, almost like Pisces vibes a little bit. Cancer energy, water sign energy. All right. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Love message from pile one's person. Okay, we have a few. Okay, so we have trust. I'm ready to open my heart and trust so I can go all in with you. This is actually kind of crazy. It's literally, yeah, literally the same message. That's awesome. So yeah, they do want to open their heart to you. We have all these other ones, sorry. Okay, we have I'm running. I was running away from myself and my unresolved issues. So this Five of Swords energy could be representative of, kind of running away, self-sabotaging, maybe causing problems and then this sort of disappearing, but just kind of that forgiving and learning energy. So it's like, in some ways, people can even self-sabotage because they don't feel worthy or they're not ready to open up. So they kind of just like, blow it up to have an excuse to sort of run and hide because they're so scared. So there were a lot of unresolved emotional issues your person's basically saying, and that's what they're having to heal from right now. We have unique, the things that make you unique or what make you so special to me. So that's part of why you're very irreplaceable to them, pile one, is because you have this unique quality to you. Especially this person feels like you're their soulmate. You may have all these beautiful little shared things in common, just a lot of maybe similar interests. They just feel like, again, that really strong friendship. You guys may just really get along so well as people. You're very compatible, and they really miss that, and they know that they can't find someone else that is just like you. Pile one. We have maturity. I'm growing up and taking accountability for my actions and choices. This is really lovely to see. So, taking accountability for their choices, being honest with themselves as well as what I'm feeling about their actions, maybe not trying to lie to themselves. I feel like they're being with this trust energy. I feel like there's honesty that's going on within them. We have together. I want us to be together. I love being around you, definitely. We have thinking. I can't stop thinking about you. You're constantly on my mind. And fate, it's destiny for us to be together. So that's that soulmate energy again. I feel like your person's aware that you guys are soulmates. I feel like they want to tell you that. Maybe they never told you that in person, but that's definitely what they think about you. Let's get some more messages. All right, pile one. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Love message from pile one's person to pile one. The universe keeps sending me signs about you. That's interesting. It's like this destiny energy. That could be why they're thinking about you so much, is that they're just getting a lot of signs and synchronicities about you. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Whenever I hear from you, it makes my day so much better and puts a smile on my face. That's really cute. So maybe you text them sometimes, or whenever you guys are in contact or they see you, they do get really happy around you. What does this say? I want to share my life with you. Yeah, they want to be together with you. They want to share their life with you. I feel like that's also about that honesty, like, just really like opening up about who they are as a person. Their experience, their perspectives on things, who they are, what they've gone through, maybe, what their goals are. Let's see, what does pile one's person want to say to pile one? And every day we spend together feels like the best day of my life. That's so cute. So if you guys have been together in the past, that's definitely something that they feel like the time they spent with you was definitely the best time of their life. If you are together, I feel like they're saying that, you just add so much to their life. And that's definitely why they miss you a lot. If there's separation or no communication ever, because you're really sort of a bright spot in their world, is what I'm hearing. Let's see. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Love message from pile one's person to pile one. Love message from pile one's person. We find each other in every lifetime. So definitely a very deep soul connection. Definitely. And so they feel like you guys kind of return to each other perpetually. There could be this sense for some of you, you may resonate with this, that it's like, no matter how long you guys have known each other in the physical world, there is this almost like sort of strange knowing that you guys have of one another, or like you just feel like you know this person so well, even if it doesn't really make sense, like logically, based on how much you guys have actually spent time with each other. I feel like it's because you have spent so much time with each other in other lifetimes, and you're just like soul family. So there's just this, you just get each other on this really deep level. My love for you never falters or fades. My mind and heart are so full of you, beautiful, and you made me believe in love again. So this person may have never really fallen in love with anyone the way they fell in love with you. They may have sort of given up on it or really just not understood what love really was. And I feel like you inspired this person and showed them what maybe real unconditional love actually is. Because I feel like a lot of times what the love experiences that people are having um, are not necessarily really unconditional. I feel like there's a lot of conditional love that we see just like in the media and society, and I think a lot of people are in relationships that are very conditional. So I feel like you may have really surprised this person because this was just so much deeper. Um, so then these are the ones that kind of fell over, and I felt like these are the ones for you, pile one, your advice cards. So this one says, don't take anything personally. It says, love and respect yourself, and this is kind of a cute little illustration. You are never responsible for the actions of others, but you are responsible for you. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away from you. You may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. So I feel like this is kind of about maybe this connection that at the end of the day, you really deserve love, respect. You deserve to be treated well, and it's okay to walk away or set boundaries with people, and just know that you deserve better if they're not treating you in a way that makes you feel like uplifted and happy. So if this person did walk away from you, this is basically spirit saying that, like, it may hurt if there are difficulties, but they may need to be separate from you. They may need to learn that lesson to really learn how to love and appreciate other people in a way that's really healthy. So this could resonate with this connection. This also could just be about people in general, but definitely always watch out for yourself. Um, Let's see. And then this one says, don't make assumptions, learn to ask questions. It was always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you know the truth. So this definitely is just sort of in regards to friendships, relationships, um, family as well. If someone offends you, or does something that makes you feel hurt, a lot of times we'll take it personally, like this card, and we'll jump to the conclusion that maybe sometimes people mean something other than what they really mean. So it's always good to um, get that clear communication and not be afraid to ask questions rather than um, get angry about something that could be resolved just through real honest communication, of course if it's appropriate. So yeah, this is good advice. I feel like especially with family relationships, my family's interesting. This is sort of interesting backstory. My grandpa went to therapy when he was a young man, which is kind of interesting because he grew up in an older generation. And so his philosophy has always been to express exactly how you feel, just super, super honestly. And him and my grandma have had a really good relationship for their whole lives, basically. And I think a lot of it's based on not repressing those feelings. And if there's something that's going on, if there's something bothering you, it's good just to bring it up in a kind way and see if the other person is open to hearing your side of the story. And then you can get their side of the story. And that way, a lot of those bumps that happen don't turn into huge divisions between people because those things get kind of cleared out. So, sort of an anecdote about my family. But anyway, pile one, thank you so much for watching. Sending you lots of love and harmony and abundance and beauty. And I hope there's lots of happiness in your life, good friendships, things like that. All right, take care. Bye bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So, if I can get these cards settled, let's look at some messages from your person. Some love messages. See what they want to communicate with you. All right, so love message from pile two's person to pile two. Oh my gosh, look at that. A love message, and it's the Ten of Cups. That's gorgeous. That is really beautiful. Okay. A love message from pile two's person to pile two. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the King of Wands. Love message from pile two's person to pile two, please. Love message. We have the Moon. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. We have the Nine of Wands, Six of Wands. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message from pile two's person. And then we have the Eight of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. And the star on the back of the deck. Beautiful, beautiful card. I love these anime style is really pretty. All right, so what's going on with your person? Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups, I'm basically immediately getting the message from your person that like they feel like this future with you, this like loving relationship, even a happy family, coming together, a really beautiful union. They feel like it's some sort of destiny. It's some sort of it's something almost like I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. It's also it's like something that almost they feel like was planned like karmatically for the two of you guys to be together. Like this was sort of written in the stars is sort of what I'm getting as some sort of like very divine connection. And they feel like you kind of came into their life very fated. Your meeting may have been very interesting. There may be a lot of synchronicities around the two of you guys being together. Um, the Wheel of Fortune can also represent a lot of change. So it could be that your person wants you to know that there are a lot of changes that are going on within them. They also want maybe things to shift in your connection a bit because with this Eight of Swords energy and the moon, I'm almost getting there's some sort of inner blockages here or external blockages and secrets. There's something kind of hidden here with the moon. These could be feelings for you that maybe they haven't expressed. There could be something they're stuck in right now, some sort of situation that they need to free themselves from. It's also going to represent anxiety and fears, especially with the moon. There's a lot of maybe shadow work that they're having to sort of do right now, but there's a lot of victorious energy coming out of this. It's like they want things to shift out of this sort of stuck place, this sort of, I'm hearing repressed, withheld. They want things to change. They want to be confident. They want to be a leader here. They want to be a victor with the King of Wands and the Six of Wands. They want to be, your hero. They want to be um, the person that can come and, save the day, so to speak, and make it happen. Especially the Six of Cups, this is the energy of reunion, a very sweet connection, very soulful, heartfelt love connections. And it's like this person may be really planning on reconciling with you, or it's like opening up to you about their most vulnerable feelings. Because of the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they want to like really plant some seeds in this connection. They really want to devote their time, their energy, themselves to building this future with you, to expanding, maybe even your life together. I'm here to like expand your family. So for some of them, they're really interested in children. Just saying for some of you. It's like they just feel like they found their place, they found you, they found the person that they just want to kind of just, it's like this person, it's like he's found this nice spot and he's just, settled down, he's just sat there, he's decided this is the right spot for him, and it's like that's how your person feels. I'm hearing it's like it's just energetic harmony, that's how they feel with you, it just feels right is what I'm getting. And so with the Nine of Wands, it's like, yeah, they just want to stand up for this. This is about not giving up. This is about perseverance. Like, no matter what life throws at you, this is just about, really being super strong and in your knowing and just really getting through any difficulties. So it's like this person is very, I feel like, inspired to, um, I feel like, take leadership, take action in this connection. They want you to know that they're not going to, um, I'm hearing like they're not going to uninvest. It's like it's only a matter of time is also what I'm hearing. Like a Wheel of Fortune. It's like they have their eyes really set on you. They have this vision of this future with you very much. I feel like dear to their heart. It's very important to them. And it's sort of a matter of maybe them working on these sort of shadowy aspects here with the moon and the Eight of Swords, their inner complexities, their fears with the moon. It's sort of a matter of just them working through those things. But I feel like it's that they feel like it's inevitable that you guys will have this, or at least they maybe hype it will be. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Clarify the Ten of Cups. We have the Judgment card. So this says, I'm ascending to a higher state of consciousness. So this is this epiphany that they're having here. It's almost like a rebirth where it's like almost like this vision that maybe has just hit them sort of very clearly recently that this is what like basically what they really want. It's sort of that moment where it's like, what is the direction of my life? Where am I going? Where am I headed? And they're like just getting a lot of clarity here. So this is a very spiritual connection as well with the Judgment energy. But this person's really waking up to how important this connection is to them. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Paul two's person's love message from Paul two's person, Paul two. We have, oh my god, that's actually literally crazy. Okay, look at that. We have the Ten of Cups coming out again. Ah. Yeah, Ten of Cups, you feel like paradise. So very, very true. That's definitely something that they want you to know is that you do feel like paradise to them. You feel like heaven on earth. You're there, you know, um, sort of Eden energy. Reminds me of the garden. Um, all right, so yeah, very, very emotional, emotionally fulfilling relationship, I feel like, with you because Ten of Pentacles is definitely like very nurturing, nourishing. You have all the physical stuff, but it's like the Ten of Cups is almost like, I'd be happy with you literally anywhere. We don't need the big fancy house. Or, we could be anywhere and I would be overjoyed just because it's like you are my home emotionally, is kind of what I'm getting. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. I want to offer you a new beginning. This is also just about this promising future, this commitment, this stability. It's like they want to ground this for sure. And the Queen of Wands, you seduce me with your radiance. Oh, and that's sweet because of the King of Wands. It's like definitely counterpart energy. It's like you just really light them up with the Queen of Wands, a lot of attraction, a lot of sensuality. I feel like you're just a fun person to be around as well. You may have Leo or just fire sign energy in your chart, Sagittarius, Aries. There's just something about you that's very, I'm here with potent. It's like you're just a powerful force and you're just a joy to be around. I'm hearing you're a natural comedian. Um, so it's like life with you is a lot of fun, is what I'm getting. And Two of Swords, I'm in a crossroads in my life. So that's kind of that judgment energy. It's like this crossroads. It's like, do we go down the divine path? Do we go down this really happy union energy? Or do we regress into our fears, sort of with the moon and the Eight of Swords? It's like they're having to choose something better for themselves, is what I'm getting. Maybe they used to doubt themselves. Maybe they used to feel not worthy of that sort of energy, and they're having to really, I feel like, examine that. Um, Let's see. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. King of Wands again. Ace of Cups. Death card. Okay, so there's something they're really having to release here with the Death card transformation. So there's some sort of ending. They are going through a powerful change. It says, yeah, I'm transforming into a new state of being. So if your person was very fear-based, very withdrawn, very repressed, this is what's being called to be, I feel like, let go of with the judgment, because the judgment is even sort of like, yeah, that rebirth, like reincarnation, sort of like letting go of an old version, which is similar to the Death card. Um, and it's like they're transforming into this, this passionate energy with the King of Wands, this big picture, thinking sort of energy, confident, feeling, really feeling themselves, feeling good about themselves, and feeling confident, offering you this emotional new beginning or this emotional offer with the Ace of Cups. Really beautiful. I feel like it's about like taking action on their desires, taking action on how they really feel, and not holding themselves back anymore. Beautiful. Um, I'm gonna look at the Six of Cups now. Great. Clarify the Six of Cups. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Clarify the Six of Cups. Love message from pile two's person. The Magician and the Hermit. I'm going to get one more. Clarify the Six of Cups. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. And the Chariot. Okay. We have the Tower on the bottom of the deck as well. Wow, a lot of changes, a lot of things leaving their life that need to go. So with the Magician and the Hermit, yeah, your person, I feel like they're getting into their spiritual self is really what I'm getting, because the King of Wands could be very shamanic. And that came out a bunch is really showing that your person's like stepping into their sort of divine masculine energy. And yeah, so this person has a lot of desire, a lot of willpower to have this reunion with you, to have this union with you, to deepen the connection. So they are manifesting this. I feel like whether or not they know it, they're definitely thinking about being with you. They're definitely calling it in, just based on, I feel like, how focused they are on you. And with the Hermit, they may be, I feel like, in the quiet times, in the quiet moments of their day, they may isolate and really self-reflect. I feel like they're going on this inner journey. I feel like they're connecting with their inner child as well with the Six of Cups. And this has revealed, I feel like, a lot of truths to them about the nature of this connection, about their feelings for you, about what to do in the connection as well. I feel like how meaningful this connection to them too. Um, and then we have the Chariot, which is about definitely intuitive action. It's about determination. It's about victory, confidence. It's like this person has this goal of, I feel like, this Ten of Cups with you. And it's like they just know, again, that this Wheel of Fortune energy, this is somehow destined. This is written in the stars. This is fated. This is divine. And it's like they just feel like they can't. It's like when it comes to, I feel like what I'm hearing is like when it comes to, I can't go wrong. Like I know that this will result in a lot of happiness if I'm able to like pull this off. You know, if I'm able to have the confidence to move things forward, like the vibe is just so good with you that they just have a lot of faith in that, you know? So I feel like this person is really listening to their hearts right now. They're really stepping into that energy of really being led by insight, intuition. Like I'm also hearing their gut. They're really trusting their gut feelings, which is really important with the moon here. That's very tied to intuition, gut feelings as well. You know, just sensing when something feels right, when something feels wrong. So it's like they are listening to that side of themselves. I feel like with the moon, your person is a very sensitive person. And I feel like they're really learning to accept that within themselves and really nurture that part of themselves. Um, I feel like this person also just really wants to nurture you with that moon energy too. That's a very loving, feminine energy, even if your person is masculine. And I feel like they're nurturing themselves and they want to bring that energy to you. They're learning to appreciate themselves for their sensitivity rather than sort of shove it down and like pretend it isn't there. All right, let's get some more information. Love message from pile two's person to pile two, please. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message. We have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Well, look at that with the Ten of Cups. Yeah. So they want you to know that they think you're the one. They feel like you, again, this energy of fate, they feel like they've met the person they've been looking for their whole life, the person maybe they've been dreaming of. With that magician energy, they may even feel that they actually called you unconsciously. They did ask to meet the love of their life. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message from pile two's person to pile two, please. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, and the Nine of Wands definitely represents faith. So they are learning to trust that, again, trust their intuition, trust their emotions, trust that gut feeling, and go for what they want without doubting it too much. I feel like your person has worked through a lot of doubting. I feel like they're not doing that so much anymore. I'm hearing like they let go of a lot of overthinking. That's what this Eight of Swords energy is. They're overthinking, but I feel like that's what's more in the past now. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So beautiful. And true love. Okay, this is insane, you guys. We have, this could be the one, soulmate and true love. Like these are like the most, you know, those cards in the whole deck, and you got all of them. So yes, it says true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. This is so beautiful. I love this. I feel like this is really what your person is really realizing so profoundly. That you are their true love, you're their soulmate, you're the one. And it's like, yeah, I'm here like, I'll stop at nothing to have you. So your person is very determined, you guys. With that Ten of Cups, it's like they just know that there's just no one else that they're ever gonna feel this way about. Like this is the whole. I'm hearing the whole enchilada. I don't know. It's like you just like. It's just a funny term. It's like I'm just hearing you have like everything that you ever dreamed of in a person. Like all the qualities. You guys just get along really well. There's this beautiful chemistry. Let's see. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message from pile two's person to pile two. Love message from pile two's person to pile two, please. Okay, let's look at these. So we have sacred breath and sound, life force, and communication. Okay, so there may be a lot of communication your person wants to bring to you. Life force. It's like they're really getting in touch, I feel like, with their life force energy. Sort of clearing any chakra blockages, especially with maybe the throat chakra here. That may be really something that's clearing up for them right now. So it could even be that they're wanting to communicate to you, maybe in the physical world, about all these really profound feelings. Maybe they already somewhat have, but I feel like they want to go deeper. We have deep emotions, unknown feelings, and past life influences. So yeah, with the moon, those do represent those really kind of intense, deep emotions. Maybe this is like, this person's like, where did these feelings come from? Why am I so crazy about this person? And it is because maybe you guys have had a lot of past lives together. The Six of Cups can represent past life connections. Especially with all the soulmate energy, it's like they just sense that they've known you before, they've felt these feelings for you before, and they may be having to really work through those. Like, what are these what have you stirred inside of me, Pile 2. And then we have innovation, new creations. So yeah, they want to create something new with you. It's an interesting innovation. It's almost like this person may have never really had, um, yeah, like a love this profound or relationships that really meant that much to them. So it's almost like they're excited to create something new. And also I feel like this is like harnessing a new version of themselves, to have this sort of, um, really beautiful divine union with you that maybe they've never seen before in their life. Maybe their parents, did not have a great relationship, and it's sort of like, they're excited to sort of, make a new template of really divine love with you. Something really brilliant and really amazing. All right, let's get some messages from them now, from this deck. Pile 2, what does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? Love message from Pile 2's person to Pile 2. Love message from Pile 2's person to Pile 2. Love message from Pile 2's person. We have closer. I want to be, or I need to be close to you. I want to feel your touch. So, yeah, this person wants to do things they can to get in your energy field. They want to hold you. You can see, like, with the soulmate card and the true love card, how they're really, all up in each other's energy, holding each other in that really sweet way. It's definitely what your person is really desiring. I think that's also emotional closeness, too. What does Pile 2's person in the state of Pile 2 right now? We have a clarity. Through inner peace, I have found the truth of my soul. I definitely get that. Your person is really figuring out what they want, who they really are. And that's why they're having all this clarity about, you and their connection to you. We have truth. I want to be more honest I want to be more honest with you about how I'm really feeling. So yeah, definitely I feel like bringing you clarity, bringing you truth. We have running. I was running away from myself and my unresolved issues. So I feel like that's the energy sort of the Eight of Swords, is that this person may have sometimes just disappeared or shut down at times, not spoken about what they were really feeling. They could have even been somewhat deceptive at times for some of you, and it's because they had unresolved issues, they had blockages. So they're saying it wasn't really like there was nothing about you really other than just being triggered. And they were running away from themselves, running away from their inner pain. Pile 2. What is Pile 2's person going to say? Chemistry. Whenever we're together, sparks fly. Beautiful. Let's see. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? Let's see. We have mutual. The love between us is mutual. I feel the same way that you do. And fear, anxious thoughts were keeping me stuck and unable to be in the energy of love. And that's so Eight of Swords energy, keeping them stuck and not opening their hearts, sort of shut down, like I was saying. But I feel like this is what's changing, and they want you to know that. All right, let's put some more messages. Pile 2. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 right now? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 right now? What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What does Pile 2's person want to say? Love message from Pile 2's person to Pile 2. My love for you grows stronger by the day. That's really sweet. And can you feel my heart calling to you? So you really may feel this person, just like on a very energetic level. You guys may be very in touch with each other. That maybe times where they really miss you or they're really yearning for you, you can kind of feel this person almost like on the other end of the line, so to speak, energetically, sort of tugging at your heart and wanting to connect with you. Love message from Pile 2's person. In our hearts, we are always in union. Beautiful. So this is sort of saying like, whatever's going on in your connection, there's always this energetic union where you guys are together, I feel like, on the heart level. Pile 2. What does Pile 2's person really want to say? I'm very sensitive to any rejection I feel from you. So this is a bit of their darker aspect, that fear, that they may be very afraid of rejection. They may get with that sensitivity. It's like they may perceive rejection even when there isn't rejection. Sometimes. So I feel like this person is just really wants to be accepted. I feel like they're having to work on self-acceptance and feeling safe, trusting as well seems to be important. What does Pile 2's person going to say? Whenever I hear from you, it makes my day so much better and puts a smile on my face. So you make this person really happy to connect with you. I'm waking up to the truth of this love and its spiritual meaning. Oh my gosh, with the Judgment card, totally. Um, so this is a very spiritual connection. I feel like this person's seeing that it's more than just physical attraction, chemistry, stuff like that. It's there's that too, but there's also so much more. Even when I try to walk away, you tug at my heartstrings, and I ache to return to you once more. That's funny. I was just talking about heartstrings and like feeling this person tugging on them. So if they do ever run away, it's like or try to disconnect because they're scared. It's like they still feel the pull. I don't want to hide my love for you anymore. So yeah, if there was any sort of masking or hiding, they're realizing it's sort of pointless because then they're just sort of cheating themselves out of a connection that actually means a lot to them. So I think they're kind of getting real with themselves about who they really are, what they really want in life. Um, all right, let's get you a word of advice from these cards now, pile two. All right, what does pile two need to hear right now, please? Okay. Okay, so this one says, communicate with clarity. And there's this little man that looks like a lighthouse, which is very kind of funny. I like that. Um, communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. That's interesting with the whole perceived rejection thing. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all of our relationships would change. There would be no wars, no violence, and no misunderstandings. Very interesting. So, I feel like this is about your person, this is about other people. Is that, it's really important to really get to the heart of what we mean when we speak to other people. Again, with this clarity energy, really be as honest and as tuned in with our own heart, as we really can be. Because I feel like if our truth, if our honesty comes from a good place, if it really comes from, trying to bring clarity to a situation or trying to bring honesty to a situation, even if the other person doesn't respond well, or if they get triggered, it's like at the end of the day, you can know that you had good intentions, that you were trying to. Um, Really, show up in that really impeccable way. So it's like, and then, they might take those words and think about them and then maybe later, be able to respond. But a lot of people, especially people that are not used to being honest or don't come from sort of like family groups or cultures that really support that level of honesty, it can definitely be a little uncomfortable at first to, be that open, especially if it's something that was like shameful or not encouraged. But I feel like over time people can learn to yeah really see the value in being really truthful with one another. I saw this like cartoon once where it was like these aliens looking at the Earth and they're like, why aren't they telepathic? And then the other alien was like, because they're like lying to each other too much or like they have too much to hide from one another. And I feel like that's kind of true. It's like, we all sort of hide ourselves from each other. We hide, how we really feel. And I feel like, if we can really get to a place with people where we're so comfortable that we can just really honestly tell them, what's really going on. We don't just say like, oh yeah, I'm fine, even when we're not really okay. You can really create those connections where you feel there's just so much shared vulnerability. It's really rich. You know what I mean? We have your best is changing all the time. Nice little drawing verse. Your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying about, being honest and knowing that you're doing your best, knowing that you're coming from the best place. And if someone has a problem with it, you can kind of just say, well, I was trying my best. And so then you don't have to beat yourself up about it because if it's really your best, then that's just what it is. And, you're really giving it your all. So you can be proud of yourself, even if other people don't necessarily recognize that within you. You can have that like self-approval and self-validation. And yeah, it may change. It may change if, you're going through something. Your best may be a lot smaller than your best when you're doing really well. And that's totally okay. And that's what this is saying is like, don't have these ridiculous standards for yourself that you get yourself into trouble with. All right, Paul, too, thank you so much for watching. Sending you lots of love and beauty and abundance and bliss and other good things. Lots of friendship, good vibes. Stay safe, take care of yourselves. All right, bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys are doing great. So, Let's look at some love messages from your person and see what is needed to be communicated at this time. All right. Pile 3. Love messages from Pile three's person to Pile 3, please. Love messages from Pile three's person. We have the Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Love messages from Pile three's person to Pile 3. We have the Knight of Swords. Love messages from Pile three's person to Pile 3. Love messages from Pile three's person to Pile 3. Love messages. All right, so we have quite a lot here. We have the Three of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Sun, the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, and Judgment. Okay, let's see what's going on here. The Judgment over here. Okay, so I feel like your person is feeling this spark of a lot of passion and excitement for you. With the Three of Wands here, they're seeing a really bright future. I feel like they're excited about what's to come here, especially with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. It's like you just have this warmth to you, this magnetism with the Ace of Wands, and there's just like this undeniable sort of attraction that your person has to you. With the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, there's a lot of desire to rush in to communicate. Your person may already be communicating with you, but I feel like they want to offer you something with this Page of Pentacles. It's like they want to explore this with you. I'm getting like the energy of wanting to ask you out on a date, specifically like something about like getting together for coffee or drinks or like brunch or something like that. It's like your person wants to spend time with you in the physical world, because it's like there's this beautiful sort of, it's like there's all this potential is what I'm getting with the Three of Wands. I feel like your person feels for you, and they want you to know that they feel so much potential with you. With the Sun, it's like optimism, joy, clarity even. It's like I'm also getting like you're really shining, I feel like, a light on them and who they are as a person, because the Sun, comes out to sort of expose the darkness, expose the shadows. So it's like in some ways you've kind of come in to this person's life with the Ace of Wands as well. And you just giving them this shock and this clarity and this desire to sort of delve into who they are as a person, maybe even to release any energies of sort of sadness, like with this Judgment energy. It's like I'm hearing like a new lease on life. Like they may have been clinging on to a lot of inner wounds, inner shadows, inner pains, sadness. Maybe I'm getting something about sadness about exes or things from their childhood, painful stuff, and it's like you're showing them that there's a different way to live. They can start again. They can start anew. They can like rise from the ashes here with this Judgment energy and find happiness. Find happiness again. And yeah, I feel like you're causing them to do a lot of introspection here with the Hermit. They want you to know that you've kind of sent them on a bit of an inner journey as well to figure out who they really are. I feel like um, they're really self-reflecting, and I feel like they're getting in touch with spirit. They're getting downloads from their guides, things like that, and I feel like that's bringing them a lot of clarity about this connection as well. And with this Hanged Man, I feel like they're even having maybe really just new realizations about who they are as a person, about life in general. Like I'm getting something about like their life purpose. Um, it's almost like this person I'm getting they were in the energy of sort of the Moon before, like a lot of confusion, sadness. I feel like they were very lost and didn't really know what they were doing with their life, or I'm getting even like they weren't sure what really mattered to them in life or how to get meaning out of it. And it's like you've kind of come in and yeah, just like sort of flipped everything. And maybe you really opened this person up to their spiritual side as well. I feel like you've really encouraged that in them for them to explore their spiritual side. And I feel like this person's really appreciative of you because you've helped them to like see a side of life that they didn't even know was there, really is what I'm getting. With this Three of Cups, they have a lot of happiness here, a lot of joy just that you bring to them. Like they want you to know that you make them so profoundly happy. Like they have such a blast with you, they have such a good time with you. They love your company. I feel like there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you as well. With the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, your person wants you to know they're very highly attracted to you, magnetized to you, very physical passion. That could be also something is that you've sort of maybe sparked a whole awakening within them. Maybe a lot of passions and desires that they had that had kind of lain laid dormant for a while and you sort of reignited all of that. I'm getting a lot of fire energy from you, pile three. You may be a fire sign like Leo, Sag, or Aries, or have that somewhere in your chart prominently. But yeah, you're just like a very hot person, like just like almost like spicy. Like you're just intense, but in like the best possible way. Um, I'm like, okay, I'm getting a funny message from your person. It's like they've been eating like just like cold cereal their whole life, and then like you're like just like hot sauce. You know what I mean? It's like going from something so bland to something so exciting and intense. Um, so that could be in reference to like people that they dated in the past or just like life in general. But that's really interesting. Maybe you guys are into spicy food. Um, let's see. Let's clarify a bit now. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. We have Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. The Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting with the Four of Pentacles is that your person is maybe like very in a way like attached to you, or maybe even a little bit possessive, because of the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, like they have a really beautiful dream of a future with you. They feel like this huge amount of emotional fulfillment and contentment with you. With the Ten of Cups, you know, that's even marriage energy, coming together, really beautiful harmonious union. And so it could be that your person's all passionate about this. They're feeling very inspired about this. This is something they really want, and it's almost like maybe a sense of a little bit of jealousy, even with all that fire energy, is that they really don't want someone else to come and, you know, snatch this away from them. Um, with the Queen of Wands, you could definitely be someone that just gets a lot of attention. Like you just go out in public and everyone's sort of just staring at you because you're just that sort of person. That could be a little, I'm almost getting threatening to your person in a way. They may have to build their confidence a bit to be with you. Like they feel like you're sort of a prize, like a lot of people want you. And so it's like almost feeling a little bit protective of you, a little protective of the connection. Let's see. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. Clarify the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. The High Priestess, the Devil, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some sort of something they need to release here with the Ten of Wands. This could be just something in their life that is needing to come to an end. This is just about like a lot of burdens and a sense of stress. And I feel like with the Devil card as well, like freeing myself from the chains of fear. There may be some sort of anxiety. This could also be, I feel like this is karmic energy. That could be a person, a friend, a pattern of behavior. That could be something within themselves that is causing this unnecessary sort of hardship in their life. And it's like they're really having to cut the cord to that in order to rush towards you. Like with this Knight of Swords energy is very fast paced, very communicative. In order to do that, there's something they need to release first. But they are listening to their intuition here with the High Priestess. They are listening to their intuition. They are getting in touch with that side of themselves. And with the Eight of Pentacles, they are working on, I feel like they're working hard on themselves, and they're also working hard on getting rid of those sort of negative attachments. I'm also almost getting like entity energy from that. Like these cords that really need to be cut, I feel like, in order to be with you, like with that judgment energy, that new beginning that they want. So yeah, I feel like they are very dedicated to this connection as well, and I feel like they want to work on things with you. They really want to put, you know, their passion, their effort into this. I'm hearing that they want to let go of anything that's self-destructive or toxic in their life, like with that double energy. They may even be sort of on like a self-help journey at the moment a little bit, with a hermit even too. They're doing a lot of self-exploration. Oh yeah, like with the sun energy, like I was picking up, like you sort of shone light on darkness in their life. And I feel like that's what they're really getting clarity on is what needs to go. Clarify the hermit. Love message from pile three's person to pile three, please. Clarify the hermit. Clarify the hermit. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. The moon. Look at that. Clarify the hermit. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. Clarify the hermit. Whoa, that was so funny. It literally like danced on my finger. Let me grab that from the floor. Um, this says, oh yeah, the Three of Pentacles. I want to build a solid foundation with you. So with the moon, again, there's a lot about intuition here with the High Priestess too. There could also be sense of secrets, maybe. There could be, with that Ten of Wands, that could also sort of represent maybe a lot of things that your person has yet to say to you about their real feelings for you. Maybe a lot that they need to get off their chest, a lot that they want to come forward and be honest with you about. Um, and so, yeah, right now they're really sort of delving within to their emotional self. They're discovering, who they really are as a person. And while they're in this self-reflective mode, even if they've disappeared and gone silent, I feel like it's because they're sort of, I'm hearing like they're downloading information, they're integrating energy. Your person may be very highly sensitive. They might need a lot of time to go within and reflect. But in this sort of reflection, they're really seeing how, yeah, they want this solid beginning with you with the Three of Pentacles. They want you guys to come together and, have something really long lasting and built on a really beautiful foundation there. All right, let's get some more information. All right, pile three. Love message from pile three's person to pile three, please. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's funny. I think I was saying like they're going on sort of like a self-help journey or like a self-love journey. That's kind of what they're realizing, is that maybe they do really need to love themselves. They do need to heal in order to have this. Okay, what I'm getting is it's like with that Queen of Wands energy, this person is having to work beyond feelings of feeling like you're out of their league. They're having to see that they are valuable in order to have the confidence to move towards you, is something I'm getting. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I feel like this is kind of about them like releasing control. They want you to know that they're releasing control. And they're kind of just like, open to, I feel like, the possibilities. Again, that's the Three of Wands energy of what's to come in this connection. They're kind of like, letting sort of the divine take the reins of this connection in a way. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, this person really wants to flirt with you. They want to sort of explore the chemistry that you guys have. Love message from pile three's person to pile three, please. Love message from pile three's person to pile three. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So what I'm getting from this is that this is definitely a divine connection. They want you to know that. I feel like that's like kind of a message from their higher self. You guys definitely are soulmates or divine counterparts, twin flame sort of vibes with that religious energy. And I feel like you, with that judgment energy, they want you to know that you are a really important figure, on their spiritual path, on their journey of ascension and healing and finding themselves, getting in touch with their soul. You have maybe even been a catalyst to their spiritual path, especially with the Hermit energy. You may have come into their life and really caused them to want to figure out, what's really going on, what's really important. So like I'm getting like existential energy. Like you brought up a lot of questions for them. Maybe you're just, a very spiritually advanced person, and like you could have inspired this person to follow in your path as well. All right, love message from pile three's person to pile three, please. Love message. We have balance, stability, standing firm. So that's that Three of Pentacles energy again. That solid foundation. Like they want to stand firm, and they want balance in this connection. They want harmony between the two of you. And I feel like that ties into that self-love. It's like they want to find that inner sort of union, that inner sort of balance, so they can really bring a really solid energy to you. We have healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. So you have tons of healing here, again, with that love energy. And it's like they want to give healing to you too. It's like they want to heal themselves so that they can be someone that is like valuable to you in your life. This also could be that your person is a healer, like that's part of their spiritual path, is learning to heal, and maybe that it's very important for them to learn how to heal themselves so they can then later on go on to aid other people in that. And then we have power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. So there may be, yeah, with that Ten of Wands, Devil energy, there's something that they're having to overcome. That definitely could be toxic relationships or people or just dynamics. It could have been even just chronic people pleasing, or addictions, even things that are just sort of like energy vamp like yeah, energy vampire energy, just things that were sort of sapping them. I'm getting like either like manipulative family members or friends. That's like for some of you, there's something about needing to set boundaries with certain people, or things. And I feel like that's really what's going on here. So then they can come forward towards you and not be afraid, and like not succumb to um, things that are trying to maybe pull them off their path, even, is what I'm getting from that. All right, let's get some actual messages from them now, from this deck. All right, pile three. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? We have release. I'm letting go of my ego and its defense mechanisms. I want to be true to my heart, and that is so interesting. With the devil card, literally the ego card, releasing that so they can be honest with who they are as a person. Really beautiful. Again, power over difficulty. It's like their soul reclaiming their power over their ego. That's really beautiful. So they want to follow their heart. They want to be true to it. They have happiness. You brave my world. Your love brings me so much joy. Isn't that what I kept saying with like the sun energy? This is sort of like the sun card. Yeah, you make them so happy. Pile three. You bring them so much optimism and joy. You may be quite the optimist. You're like a little sun, all to yourself. You're like just a star. I'm getting you're just someone that it's like you walk into a party and it's like you don't even have to like call people over to you. There's just people wandering over to you because they're just your energy is so potent. Really lovely. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say? Running. I was running away from myself and my unresolved issues. This is so interesting. This card has come out in all three piles. So that's basically your person definitely wanting to communicate that if they ever did run away or disappear, they're running away from themselves. They're having to really figure out who they are. Deep love can trigger all of the stuff that we've been hiding from, our whole lives. And it can be very intimidating and very scary at times. Especially when you haven't worked through those things. And then chemistry, whenever we're together, sparks fly. So great chemistry, especially with the Ace of Wands. You guys might just have a lot of physical attraction to one another. Pile three, what does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say? We have insight. I'm seeing everything clearly now. So getting a lot of clarity. I feel like judgment is sort of like that energy of clarity here. We have repair. I want to mend the broken parts of our relationships. So that could even be what the healing energy is, with the Three of Pentacles too, is if there are things in your relationship that need to be repaired, if even this difficulty energy is in this connection, they do want to come back and put in the effort to mend those things. I feel like this is also speaking to the mend the brokenness within them, because it is the brokenness, the unresolved pain that we carry does always translate to relationships. So I feel like it's sort of both. It's like healing themselves and healing you, and the connection. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say? And then sensuality, your body is my temptation. I want you. And look at that with the Queen of Wands, of course. Of course, you are very, very, very attracted to them. Very seductive. They are very tempted by you, and they definitely want you a lot with all that passion energy, all the wands, all the fire, all the heat. They may also be a fire sign or have it in their chart somewhere. Definitely great chemistry between the two of you. Let's see. All right. Let's get some more messages from this deck. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? You make my heart bloom. That's beautiful. So you're opening up their heart chakra, is what I'm getting from that. Your name is written on my heart. Wow. So definitely a fated connection here. I feel like you're very dear to them here. There's definitely some sort of energy where you've really affected them on the heart space. It's very hard for them to let you go. See, what does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say? Our union is fated, and look at this, I'm purifying myself. So they are purifying, they are healing, because they do feel like this is a fated connection. They are fated to come together with you, be with you. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say? In my heart, you are truly irreplaceable, beautiful. I love that. You add so much vibrance and beauty to my life. Yes, the Queen of Wands is a very vibrant energy. Um, that's lovely. I'm almost for some reason getting the energy of like Miami. This is like super random, but like that really beautiful, the lively music, the intense food, stuff like that. The sun, the heat of the sun. It's like um, very tropical almost. You could say like Hawaii as well. Costa Rica. That could be relevant to you. For some of you, let's see. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? And we have, I want to be entwined with you. Yes, definitely. The person's definitely got a lot of passion for you. Definitely got the hots majorly. I feel like they're a little bit obsessed with you. I feel like they look at pictures of you a lot and sort of like simp for you, kind of intensely. It's kind of cute. All right. Let's get a word of advice, pile three, for you now. Close out your reading. All right, pile three. What does pile three need to hear right now? What does pile three need to hear? Okay. I guess we'll just take all of these. Why not? Just for fun. This one says, create a beautiful dream. This nice guitarist. Your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Beautiful. So, this is definitely very true. I feel like our our thoughts and our words are like kind of incantations. So, I've noticed this in my personal life. People that chronically complain tend to have a lot of manifestations of those complaints. So if you can try your best to speak words of love, speak words of hope, try not to, yeah, really complain too much, especially about money. It's always about money. You know what I mean? Like, people that complain about money are always broke, and it's because they're like pushing it away, always. So, speak lovingly about others, speak lovingly about yourself, and, your beauty, your value, and just like money and stuff like that. And naturally, that will create a lot more peace. Um, Let's see. This one says, "Say goodbye to sadness and drama." I love these little art. These little paintings are quite sweet. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. So, this is kind of true. Like, a lot of times, like when people are rude or hurtful, I mean, like it's never really personal. Like, you know, it's like one person can love you so much and say only kind things to you, and the next person can think you're, the worst and say horrible things. And a lot of times it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. And so something I always say is like people are even meaner to themselves than they are to you. So if someone is chronically judgmental of other people and hurtful and like a bully, it's basically always because they're also bullying themselves or they were bullied. It's if they're in a lot of pain, it's not a happy energy to be in. So this is basically saying like, don't make assumptions about other people. If someone's trying to cause drama with you, just know that they have a lot of drama with themselves that they need to figure out. And it's not personal. It's not about you. People that are really in touch with themselves, really in the energy of love, have a lot of love for other people too. A lot of compassion, a lot of patience. So definitely surround yourself with people that are not dramatic, for sure. This one says, become a white magician. This is a cool painting. All the magic you possess is based on your word. Oh my gosh, you can cast spells all the time with your opinions. You can either put a spell on someone with your word or you can release someone from a spell. That's funny. I was just talking about words being like incantations. So, be really careful about what you say, and you can definitely bless other people or curse them. You can also bless or curse yourself with what you say. Um, Let's see. And then this one says, let go of self-judgment and blame. That's a really beautiful image as well. So being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. I love that. So that's very true. Just aim to do your best. And if sometimes you falter, it's just not a good day. That's totally fine. Love yourself unconditionally. and know that you're learning from everything, and you don't have to resent yourself permanently for, the times you've misstepped in life, because we all are guilty of it. None of us are really perfect. But as long as you're trying, that's basically the best you can do. And other people will definitely see that you're doing your best, and they'll definitely appreciate you for it. All right, Pile 3, it has been so lovely reading for you. Sending you lots of love, lots of beauty, lots of abundance, other good things. Please take care of yourselves. All right, bye bye.